Okay, you know how this story starts. In the beginning, there wasn't shit. Literally, nothing but void and darkness. And that's how the darkness liked it. It wasn't until God decreed, turn on the lights, that things got nasty. It started out small. A planet here, a sun there. You know, next thing you know, there were humans and cows and stuff running all over the place. Needless to say, the darkness was pissed. From then till now, the darkness tore its way through the world, inhabiting one human host after another, each thinking that they were its master. But you can't own the darkness. The darkness owns you. Fast forward to one Jackie Estacado. You know his type. No family, no hope, no future. He ended up about what you'd expect, busting heads for the Franchetti crime family. Life as a whole was pretty dark for Jackie. Then came his 21st birthday, and things got a whole lot darker. And then you might think that inheriting superpowers would be pretty cool for Jackie, you know, being in the business of killing people and all. And if not for the demon living inside of him, you'd be right. See, the darkness didn't just make Jackie stronger, it made him a god. But only when the lights were out. Next thing you know, the mob turns on Jackie, marks him for death, just like that. It was the New York City mob versus Jackie. And the darkness. But as dark as things were for Jackie, there was a light in his life. And her name was Jenny. Now these kids, they went way back. I don't think anybody would disagree that they were meant for each other. If anything, that's the real tragedy in all this. See, the mob was still after Jackie. Now, they thought the quickest way to get him would be to take away, you know, his only reason for living. Killing Jenny was just about the dumbest thing the mob could have done. See, because without her, Jackie not only had nothing left to live for, he had nothing left to lose. As for the darkness, Jackie's kept it locked away for years, you know, but it doesn't matter how hard he tries. No one can hold back the night. If he can't control this thing inside him, pretty soon there won't be anything left. Jackie will be nothing but an empty shell. And that's just how the darkness likes it.
Right around the time he died, my father said to me, Jackie, you can't outrun your fate, but you sure as hell gotta try. I didn't really know what he meant back then. See, there was something inside me. Something terrible, waiting to get out. And when it did, it made me watch the only thing I ever cared about. Get her brains blown out right in front of me. Then it gave me the power to make things right. The kind of stuff you only see in your worst nightmares. The killing only made it stronger, harder to control. Eventually, I found a way to bury it. But ever since, it's been trying to get back out. It calls itself the Darkness.
Jackie, it's good to see you. Come on in.
Hiya, Vinny. How's your family?
Which one?
Hey, Jackie, check out the rack on the brunette to your right.
That's his left, dipshit. Hey, Jackie, check it out. They put up a picture of your dad. He was a good man, your father. Good man. Well, look, this ain't no time to be depressed. Come on, boss. They got your usual table ready. The twins are waiting for you.
Terrific.
Hey there. Hey, yo, Paulie, I got you them tickets to the game. My treat. All right, take care. Joey, what's what? Oh, Mr. Galvani, nice to have you back in town.
This ravioli's too spicy. I can't take the flavor.
Oh, Billy, how you doing? Not bad.
Hey, waiter. I'll take this thing go.
Sure thing, Mr. Swifty.
Chop, chop. I gotta run. Let's
Oh, sorry about that, Gaston. Here you go, boss. Bon appetit.
Hi, Jackie. Remember us from the Candy Club? Well, do you? Sure he does.
Trust me, ladies. I wish I did.
Oh, shit! Jackie, get down! Jackie, you stay with me now. Oh, shit, look at his leg.
Benny, what do we do?
You guys take point. I'm gonna pull Jackie out back. Jackie, listen to me. I'm gonna pull you out back, but you gotta take this. Keep these guys off our ass.
Finish! I'm gonna slaughter these pigs!
Jackie, come to the dock. Embrace the darkness.
Jackie, you stay with me now. Oh, shit, look at his leg.
Benny, what do we do?
You guys take point. I'm gonna pull Jackie out back. Jackie, listen to me. I'm gonna pull you out back, but you gotta take this. Keep these guys off our ass.
Finish! I'm gonna slaughter these pigs!
Jackie, come to the dock. Embrace the darkness.
Jackie, you stay with me now. Oh, shit, look at his leg.
Benny, what do we do?
You guys take point. I'm gonna pull Jackie out back. Jackie, listen to me. I'm gonna pull you out back, but you gotta take this. Keep these guys off our ass.
Finish! I'm gonna slaughter these pigs! I'm with you!
Jackie, come to the dock.
Hold on, Jackie. Here come the stairs.
Richie! Watch your back!
Hold on a second. Hold on. Gotta catch my breath. Oh, you gotta give me a second, Jackie. I ain't been to the gym in weeks. Jesus Christ! Get off our backs! My boss, listen to me. You can see the kitchen from here. We can make a break for it, but you gotta take both pieces so I can lift you up.
All right. I can't see you!
Almost there! Oh, Jesus. I smell gas!
Hurry up, Vinny!
They're in there! That does it. Quick, give me a lighter.
Bang!
Burn in hell, Estacado!
Use my power or die! Never. Never again, you son of a bitch! I am your salvation. Stronger than his father. Keep pushing him. Still breathing, huh, motherfucker? Come on, come over here. I got something for you. Embrace the darkness, Jackie. You need me. You want me, Jackie. At last, I'm free!
Jackie?
What the fuck just happened, Benny? Who hit us?
I don't know, boss. I don't know. After the explosion, I saw some guy with a limp. He had some weird-looking fucks with him. Nobody I recognized, though.
Where'd that piece of shit go?
Nah, they headed down the alley. The rest of our crew's out front, so you can meet up with them on the street. I'll be right there. I just need to get my ring back. Give him hell, Jackie.
It's a fucking mission! Hey, Dad! Looks like it
song. Come on.
What the hell? Jenny? Hey, wait!
Lies.
Yeah, something happened. I don't know, big explosion. They probably... Sweet Mary, I see you, you fuck!
show up.
I got a staccato. He's over here. You're not so tough now, are you? No! Ow!
Hello, monkey. It's been too long. Give us a hug.
I'll pass, but thanks for the help. What's that smell?
You tell me. I came from your noggin. Or you forget that already? Come on then. Let's move. Let's cause some trouble. Check it out, monkey. Give us a hand with the door. Move it! Places to go! People to kill! Okay. You can use this to get some of your mojo! Don't be shy! Give it a go! Try it! Shall we? Make you tic-tac again, eh? Bollocks! It's locked!
Do me a favor and see if you can open that box up there.
Done and done!
They went that way, down into the subway. Who the fuck are these guys, Jackie? We'll make sure nobody follows you. Give him hell, Jackie!
Can we go, Tess?
as I get some answers.
Take me down! Who the hell sent you?
I'm dead.
Stacato's coming, do it now!
am I?
Hello.
What the fuck was that?
Jackie, over here! Jesus Christ, Jackie, we thought you was dead. What happened back there?
I handle things, like I always do. What the hell's going on, Tony?
Hell if I know, boss. Look, we gotta get out of here. You go in your limo, and I'll go right in the car with Vinny. He busted up a couple of ribs, but he's gonna be fine.
The first time you use the darkness, it scares you. But once you've tasted it, you can't stop. That's all you think about. Like I said, it consumes you. Every second of every day for the last 2 fucking years, I kept myself in check. Gritted my teeth and kept it buried. Oh, now it's back. And I can feel what it's doing to me.
So, I guess setting you up with the twins didn't go so good, huh?
Yeah, no shit. I'm glad you're alright, Vin. Now can you tell me what the fuck just happened?
I don't know. I saw some weird-looking guy had a limp. It was crazy. Like, one minute he's there, the next minute the guy just fucking disappears. I don't know, I must have hit my head or something. Look, anyways, Jimmy says he's got a lead on the crew that hit us.
Good. I'll find Jimmy. Tell him to meet me in my office. I'm gonna head upstairs.
Yeah, sure, whatever you need, Jackie.
Oh, yeah.
You don't get it. You'll never get it.
I don't know. It just don't seem right.
I think the guy's fucking nuts.
I saw you again today. In the alley. Down on the tracks. I still see you. Everywhere I go.
You torture yourself with her memory, Jackie. Jenny would never have wanted this. It scares me that you're so much like your father, Carlo. He could never let things go.
Aunt Sarah, I'm fine. How many times I gotta tell you?
You're a terrible liar, Jackie.
Sometimes I think I see her. And it's like she's not gone.
But she is gone, Jackie. You buried Jenny years ago.
I know. Listen, Aunt Sarah, thanks for looking out for me, but I'm okay, all right? Just got a lot on my mind right now is all.
Fine. You ever get the balls to actually talk about all this, come see me in my room.
All right, fine. You want to bust my chops, then let's talk. What do you mean, like my father?
I loved your father. Everyone loved Carlo. He just had that way about him. But before we lost him, he couldn't let things go. He became obsessed, and that obsession consumed him, Jackie. I don't want to see the same thing happen to you.
Obsessed with what?
It's not important. You just have to let go, Jackie. You have to move on with your life.
I am, Aunt Sarah. I am.
You really are the worst liar I've ever met. And I grew up with thieves.
So what, then? I'm seeing ghosts?
I don't believe in ghosts, Jackie. But I do believe in being haunted. You need to man up and let all of this go.
You're right. How come you're always right?
Comes with age, kiddo.
I'll talk to you later, Aunt Sarah.
You know where to find me.
Hey, boss. So what's what?
I want you to go find somebody for me. Johnny Powell. Lives down by the Queensboro Bridge. You find him and bring him back here.
Johnny Powell? Ain't that the guy that used to help you out with that thing of yours? He was a weird fuck. Whatever happened to that guy anyway?
It don't matter. I need him back. Go bring him by for a visit. And hey, you don't have to be nice to him.
Whatever you say, boss. I'll have the new guys go get him. Oh, hey, Jimmy's waiting for you in your office. He's got a lead on the guys who hit us tonight.
Thanks, Vinny.
Anytime, boss. Let me know if you need anything else.
Hey, Dolfo. What the hell are you doing out here?
I gotta practice my aim or I get rusty. Plus, I hate pigeons. They carry diseases and shit. You sure I can't help you out there? I'm real good at shooting and blowing shit up, you know.
Of course I know that. That's why I need you here, holding down the fort. You got it?
Done deal, boss. You need anything, you know where to find me. Come on, Jackie, let's blow off some steam, huh? See how fast you can shoot them. Boy, Jackie, go until you run out of shells. I never get tired of this. Well, that ain't nothing to brag about, but at least you won't get killed. Hey, wanna join me? Boy, Jackie, go until you run out of shells. I do. I never get tired. Okay, I guess, if you like average. Hey, wanna join me? Boy, Jackie, go until you run out of shells. I always do. And I gotta say, that was mediocre. Hey, wanna join me? Boy, Jackie, go until you run out of shells. I always do. I never get tired of this shit. How about a couple more? Well, that ain't nothing to brag about, but at least you won't get killed. Hey, wanna join me? Boy, Jackie, go until you run out of shells. I always do. Nice shooting, Tex. Go get him, cowboy. Hey, wanna join me? Boy, Jackie, go until you run out of shells. I always do. And I'd have to describe that as okay.
Jackie.
Jackie, good to see you in one piece, kid.
Vinny said you got information for me.
This thing at the restaurant. I just heard from Emilio Capizzi. A couple hours later, someone torched our warehouse down at the docks, and Freddy tells me 2 of our boys got clipped outside of Gino's Deli tonight. Somebody's making a play.
Whoever did this to us is dead. You hear me, Jimmy?
There's the Jackie Estacado I know. Vinny told me you got that thing of yours back tonight. It's about fucking time.
All right. Just tell me what you know already.
A waiter recognized one of the guys who came into the restaurant tonight. Some guy named Swifty.
Oh, Swifty. Yeah, I know that prick. He left as soon as I got there. Yeah, I never actually met him before, but I'm definitely looking forward to meeting him now.
I had Vinny get some of the boys together. Let us know when you're ready to go and kick some righteous ass.
Jackie, give me a shout when you're ready to go. Hey, Jackie. What say we go pay this asshole Swifty a visit?
Let's go crack some skulls.
Attaboy, boss. Let's head down. Well, here we go. Time to go to work.
Want to know something funny? When I was a kid, the dark used to scare the shit right out of me. I always felt like there was something out there, in the shadows, just waiting. And Sarah always said I was a smart kid. She tried to tell me, Jackie, either you control your fears or they'll control you. And I tried to control them, believe me. I tried. But every night, there I was, hiding under the sheets, trying to convince myself that whatever was out there wasn't real. Thank God I outgrew that shit, huh?
Hey, Jackie. You ready to do your thing?
Just point me in the right direction, Jimmy.
Swifty was at the restaurant just before it all went down. He runs an executive poker game in a pool hall up around this corner. Follow me. This is Swifty's neighborhood, Jackie. We don't got a lot of friends around here. And those guys in there with Swifty? They ain't exactly the friendly types either.
Good. Because I ain't exactly in a friendly mood. Tell Vinny and the boys to seal off the exits. Nobody leaves here alive until I get some answers.
Attaboy, Jackie.
Jackie, here he is. Oh, hey, hiya, Jackie. Those are some nice shoes. Are those Bermudies?
Kisses. Cheers, monkey!
You lousy prick. Stop talking and show me what you can do.
What is that? Looks like you lost. But that's what happens when bodies start slapping from doing the wild thing.
He took out our guys. He took them all out.
Just make sure he don't take us out.
What are we gonna do?
Around any of your and hold it on. Aim for it. Somebody tell me. Shoot that fucking You're my vessel! Aim for his knee! Yes! Toss him that way! We got
What's that, bollocks?
Swifty. You're not smart enough for a hit like this.
Fuck you! You were weak and I made a play. Now I gotta finish the job. Let's see how you deal with this one, shithead.
We're gonna need more than bullets to knock out that thing. No worries, Jackie. I'll find something for you.
Hurry the fuck up! Pardon me! Have a ball, you fucking pig!
Hey, Monkey! I found some propane tanks! Monkey!
Ow! You fucking douchebag!
Nice shot, you monkey!
Stuck! Fucking stuck!
Another one, monkey!
Here you go, Estacado, you stupid sack of shit! Ow! You fucking douchebag!
Big bang! News at 11.
Bam! Hey, Estacado! Catch! Aw, too bad, Jackie boy! Go, Estacado, you stupid sack of shit!
Jackie, needs a wake bang!
Bam!
Yes! It showed him, didn't it?
Give me another tank.
How many of these fucking things you need anyway?
Here you go, Estacado, you stupid sack of shit!
Give me another tank.
Want some more, Jackie?
Hey, Jackie! Be careful! Fuck you, Estacado! You ain't getting me that easy!
Keep going, Jackie!
This is for you, Jackie!
Give me another tank.
These will make a bang!
Fuck yeah!
Here, catch this!
Fuck you, Estacado! You ain't getting me that easy!
Big bang! News at 11. That's it, you fucking dancer!
Face, what took you so long?
Jenny?
Were you expecting some other girlfriend? Come sit with me for a minute. I'd give you a free beer, but you're not even legal until tomorrow. Wanna come sit with me for a while?
I must be losing my fucking mind.
I asked Giancarlo if I could take your birthday off. He tried to give me a hard time, but I gave him the Bambi eyes, and he caved. He says he's even going to bake you a cake. I was thinking maybe you could come over to my new place and we could watch a movie or something. Hello? Earth to Jackie? Are you okay?
Jenny, is this real?
Yeah, you and me, young and in love. Face it, you lucked out. Oh, I love this song. Dance with me, Jackie. Come on, Slugger. You can do this. I believe in you.
I don't know what this is, and I don't fucking care. I think about you every day, Jenny. Every minute of every day.
You're so sweet, Jackie. Did I ever tell you that? You act all tough, but deep down, you're all heart, you know?
What happened to you was my fault, Jenny.
Shh. Listen to the song. Listen to the words. Isn't it beautiful?
I wish I could change things. I wish you were alive. It should be me who's dead, you know?
Jackie, we're together now. That's all that matters.
I still remember the first day I met you. All the other kids, they picked on me. But not you. You. You were my only friend. You saved me, and I let you die.
Giancarlo won't be back for an hour. Why don't you come back around here for a minute?
You are here, and so am I.
Jenny?
Damn it.
It deceives you.
Leave me alone!
You are alone, Jackie.
Fuck. Why do I keep seeing Jenny?
Beats me, monkey.
Swifty, you piece of shit! Only was out here with him! Oh, Jesus Christ! He's fucking fucking
Oh, this is humanity. On my life, I swear. I can't
Keep running, Swifty. I got all fucking night.
Just sounds like it.
You're dead!
He's got a hold of me!
Lights out!
Please, God.
Staccatos over here!
The last thing you're gonna see is the end of my cup, Jackie! Cheers, monkey!
Cheese to America!
Just shoot and light up the place!
You're dead!
Looks like he lost some weight. Just out with thought you were supposed to be. He's I'm gonna take
Feed me their hearts.
Some serious people paid us to come after you, Jackie. Take them all back to Wall Street.
You're just a low-life punk, Swifty. Who the fuck put you up to this?
You think I wanted to mess with you? Come on, I had no choice. You stubborn prick. Are you even listening to what I'm saying? Choice. They were gonna take us apart unless we came after you. They got a real hard on for you.
It's fucking his left! Damn you,
Swifty! Oh! Jesus Christ, Jackie! They knew everything about us! They could have ripped us to pieces! There's something not right about them. That crazy look in their eyes, you know? Like some kind of whacked out monks. Silence them! Said their names, I swear! These guys are serious trouble. They had all this crazy high-tech armor and shit. Oh!
Then you better start talking.
I think they're like some kind of secret club or something, you know? They gave me an envelope with a whole load of cash in it. Their boss, their leader, whatever. I met him in a brothel, the Brimstone Club, all right? Look, I'm telling you, these guys are some kind of...
Hey! What the fuck are you doing?
Jack!
Fuck was you doing? I needed him! I needed answers!
It was nothing.
Once the darkness gets a hold of you, you start to lose control. You start to wonder what the fuck you're doing. Time slips away from you. And then, all of a sudden, it's like you're sitting in a theater, watching a movie of your own life. And you're up there on the big screen, big as life. You're a fucking movie star, and you're killing all the bad guys, tearing them limb from limb. And you feel good, you look good. Fuck, you are good. And then you realize something. Everyone else in the theater, they're screaming. 'Cause they're watching a horror movie. And you're not the hero. You're the monster.
Eddie and Frank are checking out the Brimstone right now. And the new guys found your buddy, Johnny Powell. Yeah, he didn't take your invitation, so we put him in the back room so he could shit his pants for a while. Follow me.
Can't wait to see him again.
Yeah, it's me. This guy's a couple clowns short of a circus, Jackie. He wasn't living by the Queensboro Bridge. He was living under it, in a cardboard box. All right, come on. He's back here. Hey, Chief, how's the wife and kids? Well, he's in a good mood. There you go. Knock yourself out.
So let's say you live in a big house and you own some books. I mean, some other fucknuts might live at the North Pole and they own a lawn.
Johnny Powell, you look like shit. You were supposed to be the expert. I paid you good money to help me figure things out, and you repaid me by skipping out in the middle of the night? For what?
Jackie, I did what I could to help you control the darkness. But being around you was becoming a problem for me. The darkness is so fucking seductive. I could hear it whispering to me whenever I was around you. It was starting to change me. Are you gonna kill me? Is that what this is all about?
I let it out, Johnny. Now I don't know if I can control it.
You let the darkness back out? Jesus Christ, Jackie, that thing is like a slow suicide.
Then help me get it back under control.
You don't control the darkness, Jackie. You cower in fucking fear of it, and you pray it goes away. The longer the darkness is active, the more it'll try to confuse you. It'll try to trap you, make you see stuff that other people can't see.
I need your help, so you're back on the payroll until I say you can go. Bunch of assholes just came after my entire operation. And whoever gave them this envelope is connected to the darkness somehow. I need you to figure out who they are and what they know about it.
Okay, yeah, I'll do what I can. It'll go a lot faster if you get one of your gorillas to untie me. Please? It lives in Viscera, and you are the focus. It wants chaos.
You can untie him now, Chief. But keep an eye on him for me, would you?
Wow, that guy really let himself go. I used to think he was pretty smart. Now he looks like something the cat threw up. Hey, Frank and Eddie are back from the club. They're waiting for you with Jimmy in your office.
All right. Thanks, Vin.
Don't you listen to that voice in your head, Jackie. You fear the darkness like it was the devil himself. Everything it says is a lie. I hope you're not in a good mood, because if you are, I promise this is gonna shit all over it. This is the Lantern of St. Anthony, possibly the most misidentified item ever created. I don't mean people look at this lamp and say, that is a very luminescent club sandwich. What I mean is, most people see this lantern as a symbol of hope, but really, it's a symbol of soul-crushing despair. Now, the outer casing is only 80 years old, but the light inside the lantern goes back, about 1,000 years. In her war against the darkness, the Angelus sought an ever-burning light. She gathered the souls of 100 children butchered by the darkness and bound them within a glass sphere. This combined lightness of being produced a blindingly powerful light, but only when the dead children felt like it. Turns out kids are fickle little bitches. The Angelus abandoned the sphere, totally apathetic towards the children still trapped inside. The sphere remained lost for quite some time until it was discovered by St. Anthony, the patron saint of lost things. Go figure. Anthony fastened it onto a lantern, believing it to be a gift from God. He was convinced the light would guide a traveler home, but usually it just led them over a cliff or into a bog. So yeah, St. Anthony used this lantern to unknowingly kill hundreds of innocent travelers, all because the Angelus thought the imprisoned souls of murdered children would make a cool weapon. Yay! You know, the darkness didn't come from the cradle of civilization. The darkness came from nowhere. Which, if you follow the Rothfusian or Rothfusian, I say Rothfusian, okay? Theory, it means the darkness also comes from everywhere. Numerous cultures throughout history make reference to the darkness, even though most of them had never encountered it. For example, take a look at this Aztec totem. An anthropologist would identify it as the key of Mictlan. Mictlan, of course, being the Aztec underworld. This is wrong on an absurd number of levels. Mictlan was a battleground that fed on the souls of the dead. Man, woman, child, didn't matter. They went on to their death prepared to fight, knowing that Mictlan awaited them. Sound familiar to you? It should. It's the darkness. This is just one example out of thousands. Every person since the dawn of time has known instinctually the darkness was waiting. It's why so many of us have a natural fear of the dark. To me, that says something, and I don't think you're gonna like it. Part of me believes the darkness is inside all of us. Just a small bit of essence. It's a part of us. Maybe the darkness came from us. Maybe it's an extension of who we are. I don't know. But I do know that if any of those crazy ideas are even partly true, then the darkness isn't going anywhere, no matter what we do. I wonder what's on TV tonight. I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed. I've waited years to see one of these. 7 years, if we're being honest, and it is not living up to my expectations. You gotta understand, only 12 of these masks were ever made. This is probably the only one still in existence. That's already enough to mark this thing as priceless. But it doesn't stop there. No, sir. These masks were forged by a group of monks known as the Brothers of Men. And we're not talking about run-of-the-mill pacifist monks. The Brothers of Men were hardcore, ass-kicking warrior priests. It was in China, after the fall of the Han Dynasty. The darkness was living in Shuhan, feeding off the War of the Three Kingdoms. Legend suggests that the Angelus appeared to the monks, warning them of the darkness. It doesn't say why the Angelus didn't fight the darkness herself, but it doesn't matter, because the monks, they handled themselves just fine. The monks single-handedly defeated the darkness, using nothing but their fists and these masks. It's said that if a mask caught even the smallest light from the dimmest candle, it would be reflected back 100-fold. The monks were basically walking sunbeams, which sounds goofy when I say it like that, but still, I'm just disappointed to see its magic is long gone. I'm killed to see it in action. Well, not kill, since I guess I'd have to use it on you, and that would be just awkward. You want to know how the Brotherhood got to be the fun-loving psychos they are today? It's all thanks to you. Well, thanks to the darkness. There was one time, only one time, that the Brotherhood succeeded in trapping the darkness, and it drove them insane. The darkness is not to be fucked with, and even when in prison, it is a force to be reckoned with. For decades, the Brotherhood watched over the siphon, the darkness stirring within it, perverting their minds. It wasn't long before the Brotherhood decided the only way to save the world was to destroy it. Gee, wonder who gave them that idea. There was one brother who stood firm against the taint. No, not that kind of taint. Get your mind out of the gutter. Focus! His faith was so ironclad, the darkness couldn't touch him. When he learned what his fellow brothers planned to do, he knew there was only one option. He set the darkness free. Now, this didn't make the Angelus happy. No, she returned to the Earth just so she could deliver the granddaddy of all smitings. That one faithful brother was reduced to ash just moments after he'd saved the world. The Angelus's rage burned so hot, it consumed the brother's soul entirely. He stopped the Brotherhood from destroying all creation, and in return, he became the first human to ever meet non-existence. In all of heaven and earth, the only thing left of him are these ashes. The ashes of the unnamed. Kinda lends credence to that saying, no good deed goes unpunished. Okay, Jackie, time for a quick history lesson. Buddhism was founded by Siddhartha Gautama. I don't even know if that's the right pronunciation, just go with it. Siddhartha led an extraordinary life, but for our purposes, his death is what's important. History says Siddhartha announced his imminent death at the age of 80. Immediately after making this announcement, he ate his last meal. It was an offering made by a blacksmith. Siddhartha then became ill and died. Obviously, there was more to it, but I'm not here to teach Religion 101. Those are the main points. Before dying, Siddhartha made sure his followers knew that the blacksmith had nothing to do with his death, because, from all accounts, Siddhartha was a pretty stand-up guy. Unfortunately, he was way off on this one. The blacksmith totally poisoned him. And that's not all. He also gave Siddhartha water from his pitcher. This pitcher. As you can guess, this is no normal pitcher. This pitcher works like a soul pump. Drinking out of it creates a mystical vacuum inside the jar. Stop drinking, and your soul is whooshed into the clay, where it remains until the magic is broken. The magic on this relic is unbelievably strong. It's held for over 2,000 years, and that's why this relic has earned the name Siddhartha's Tears, because Siddhartha is still trapped inside. Who'd do such a thing to such a nice guy like Siddhartha? I think you already know. The darkness is the enemy of peace and unity. Its wrath is not always violent, but it is cold and unyielding, just like Siddhartha's tears. Or the Red Sox. I don't know if you've looked inside this box, but the ashes in here, yeah, definitely a dead guy. In fact, I think this dead guy used to be Cain. You know, first son of Adam and Eve, formerly of Cain and Abel, that guy. Now, there are two theories about what happened to Cain. The first claims that he married his sister and built a house, where they lived until the day it collapsed, killing him. And honestly, that's so fucking boring, I almost believe it. The second theory, however, claims Cain wandered the world for 100 years. See, God had set him on a path of atonement. So, alone, armed with nothing but his murder stick, Cain fought to rid our world of darkness. And by all accounts, he was pretty good at it. Not that I'm surprised. I mean, this is the guy who invented murder, fratricide, and hate crime all in one go. Obviously, he had talent. But talent won't get you very far against the darkness. Cain had heard of a woman called the Sister of Light. We know her as the Angelus. Cain tracked her down, seeking an ally against the darkness. Thing is, the Angelus is one nasty bitch. Real stickler for the rules. 100 years couldn't remove the stench of Abel's blood, so when the Angelus got a whiff of Cain, she burned him on the spot. Seeing as how I'm holding a box of his ashes, I'm inclined to believe the second theory. Whoa, hold up. Whoa. Whatever you do, for the love of God, don't ever let that blade touch your skin. I mean, what do you think you're doing bringing that here? Well, okay, yes, this is your house, so I guess you can do whatever the fuck you want. But remember, I'm here to help you figure if what you want to do is actually something you don't want to do. Trust me when I say, using that knife falls into the latter category. That's a furba, which on its own is dangerous enough to a guy like you. A furba's blade will pin a demon to the spot. Once that's done, only the person who shanked the demon can free it. Now, it is possible that a normal furba wouldn't be strong enough to bind you, but this is the Trinity. Its blade was forged from the 3 nails that crucified Christ. Not normal! Extremely not normal! If you'd cut yourself with the Trinity, you would have been paralyzed. The only person who could have set you free would have been you, which you wouldn't be able to do because you would be paralyzed. Do you see the paradox here? Come to think of it, you ever decide to touch this stuff, just ask first. All right, nothing big, just a simple, hey, Johnny, is it okay if I touch this? And I'll say, sure, Jackie. That absolutely will not trap you in a never-ending loop of torment. Or I'll say the other thing. You know, no. Whoa, hold up. Whoa. Whatever you do, for the love of God. You know, Jackie, you bring me the nicest things. Your methods could be a little less mass murdery, but who am I to argue? Anyway, you wanted to know about this piece. It looks like a panel from the Metatron Steely. I don't know. We're gonna say steel, okay? Which would be amazing if it weren't impossible. See, the Metatron steel was carried down from heaven by Enoch, way back at the start of time. This wasn't easy. The steel was a stone slab, carved directly from the seed of creation. On it was inscribed every revelation Enoch witnessed in heaven. The amount of knowledge contained on just an inch of this thing would shatter our every notion of creation. So, of course, someone fucking lost it. Lucky for us, someone else was smart enough to copy it. Well, parts of it. This is one of those parts. It's called the Sister of Light, and it's pretty important, at least concerning you. Think back to Genesis. There were only 2 things in the beginning, light and dark. The Bible says God separated the 2, turning light into day and darkness into night. But in actuality, the darkness just stayed the darkness, and the light became the Angelus, or, as it was once known, the Sister of Light. What is the Angelus? Well, not to bum you out, but according to legend, it's your other half, Jackie, and all it wants is to rip you open and burn away the darkness. Yeesh. There's just not an easy way to lay them in somebody. Okay, so you know the story of the 10 Commandments, right? Of course you do, okay? Moses went up a mountain to receive God's law. When he came back down, Moses found his people worshiping a new god, the golden cow. But they didn't call it the golden cow, it had a name. But legend says God struck it from man's tongue, never to be uttered again. Nowadays, we just call it the graven image. Well, Moses was pissed, obviously, so he disbanded this little cow cult. Some of his people, being of a progressive mindset, were like, hey, what about freedom of religion, man? To which I assume Moses responded, you're kidding, right? But they weren't. So, led by their high priestess, these, we'll call them Calvinists, left Moses and went into the desert to worship their graven image. It was there, according to legend, that the Calvinists met a dark man. You can probably guess where this is going. The dark man claimed to speak for the graven image. He said it demanded sacrifice, human sacrifice. These weren't the smartest people. So, it wasn't long before they were cutting out each other's hearts. When they got around to sacrificing the high priestess, she was understandably not too keen on the idea. So, to save her holy ass, she repented to the God of Moses. Surprisingly, this worked. The Angelus descended upon the altar, possessing the body of the high priestess. The dark man escaped. The people didn't. This one's a little tricky. You know the story of Noah and the Great Flood, right? Okay, humanity grows wicked, God floods the planet, family survives in floating zoo, classic Sunday school. Well, here's what really happened. As you know, the darkness feeds on human suffering. Well, let me tell you, if you think life sucks today, imagine how bad it was back then, before indoor plumbing. The darkness was at an all-you-can-eat smorgasbord of pain, and every meal was making it stronger. Seeing as the Angelus was indisposed at the time, God decided to step in with one of his great ideas. Noah builds the ark, God floods the earth, 99.9% of mankind dies a horrible death, darkness is destroyed. Huzzah! But did that happen? No, sir! Guess who was waiting once the world is dried off? That's right. Needless to say, the Almighty had a little egg on his face. According to legend, God breathed his remorse into the first seashell that Noah found once he left the ark. That shell became known as Yahweh's Lament. I know, it's a different spelling, it's missing some letters. Place it to your ear and you will hear the voice of God. That said, only the truly mad or the nearly dead can fathom God's almighty words, which is kind of scary seeing as how I think I can hear something whispering to me right now. Okay, not gonna think about that right now. Anyway, that's the deal with this thing. It's either Yahweh's Lament or it's a seashell. The world may never know. What you're holding is the very first artistic interpretation of the darkness. Or as it was known then, He Who Comes with the Night. Not the catchiest of names, but pretty good when you consider that most people are still living in caves. Anyway, at this point in history, Cain, you know, Adam's son, as in the Garden of Eden, first guy to ever walk the earth, Adam, had dealt with most of the demons and assorted nasties that still roam the world. But no one had faced the darkness yet. See, God protected Cain from the darkness by making him unkillable. It was a great plan. If you happen to be Cain, everyone else, not so much. Murder didn't stop just because Cain ran out of brothers to bludgeon, so the darkness still had plenty of souls to latch onto. Some legends suggest the darkness was first carried by a son of Lilith. Others say it was a Nephilim, but I don't buy that one. We'd all be dead if that was the case. Not that it matters. Okay, whoever was, through him, the darkness raped, ravaged, and generally fucked things up. Only the Angelus had the power to face the darkness. All Cain could do was warn people. So he sculpted 12 of these statues, entrusting them to 12 holy men. They carried these statues across the land, spreading word of He Who Comes with the Night. But the darkness did not want to be known. Within a year, it had devoured all 12 of them. The statues were gone, shattered, or lost to time. Well, until now, apparently. Oh, you'll appreciate this, being a former altar boy and all, I assume. And this is the head of Pope John XII. Look, the shrunken head. At least, I hope it's been shrunk. If not, then I imagine he had trouble wearing his Pope hat. Anyways, turns out Lil John here was the only darkness host to ever become Pope, which would explain why he's considered one of the worst popes of all time, though, ironically, not one of the worst hosts. You'd think the darkness would have used the papacy to run rampant, but honestly, John XII spent most of his time disemboweling his deacons and boning up on the ladies. Actually, never mind. Now that I think about it, he did summon a few not-so-minor lust demons into the Vatican, then turned it into a brothel. And by brothel, I mean charnel house, aka place where dead bodies are dug up and stored after their graves are more or less desecrated. So yeah, Pope John XII was a huge dick, in more ways than one. Small side note, I have it on good authority that 3 of those demons are still around doing their thing. So do yourself a favor and never take a naked tour of the Sistine Chapel. Not that they offer one, still, just don't. See this sexy guy right here? This is the Dark Man. As you can tell by the cute little demon heads on either side, the Dark Man was one of your predecessors. In fact, he's the first Darkness host we have any record of. We know there have been hosts before him, but none of them got statues, so fuck him. No one knows who the Dark Man was, or where he came from. All we have to go on is one passage from the Hidden Testament of Moses. If I can paraphrase, it says, he walked out of the wilderness, a dark man who spoke with authority. You know, like James Earl Jones. And those words were black, even the wisest were swayed. Cue 40 years of horror unlike anything the world had ever seen. Oh yeah, you heard that correctly. 40 fucking years. Moses wasn't lost in the desert for 4 decades. He was fighting a war against Mr. Tall, Dark, and Stretchy. Seriously, I mean, what's up with this guy's neck? He's like a giraffe. Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh, the 40-year war, 40-year war. Before the war had ended, the Dark Man had eaten Moses' heart, which is the real reason Moses never saw the Promised Land. It's also probably why the Dark Man got a statue. I mean, killing Moses is a pretty big deal, historically speaking.
I hunger for blood!
Okay, that was weird. That was weird. Listen, I'm gonna tell you about this particular relic, but you gotta promise me something. No matter what I tell you, you can't let this get weird, okay? Okay. This is the reliquary of the Blessed Blood. It is said to contain a relic of untold worth, an object of unfathomable holiness, a preserved piece of flesh from the Messiah himself. Yes, that's right. We're talking about the foreskin of Jesus Christ. Except, here's the thing. There is someone's foreskin inside this reliquary. It just didn't belong to the holy member. It actually belonged to a guy named Miles from South Hamiltonshire. Don't ask how I know this, I just do. I'm an occultist, alright? Just forget about the foreskin. The foreskin is a distraction. There was nothing important about the foreskin, and we should both just forget it ever happened. Moving on! The container is what's so important here, okay? See, the darkness isn't the only power the Brotherhood wants to harness. They're just as interested in the Angelus. This reliquary was their first attempt to create a vessel that could hold the Angelus. It was a total failure. All it did was piss off the Angelus, and when she's pissed, she does like to burn things. Still, there's dark magic in here. Magic best hidden from certain people. And turning it into a impossibly ridiculous foreskin holder was a good way to do that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go scrub my memory with bleach and steel wool. Holy shit, Jackie, this is big. This is really big. You know how the siphon of the Angelus was designed to hold the darkness? Well, this is the prism of the brothers, and it's meant to hold the Angelus. After the darkness escaped the siphon, the Brotherhood vanished for a long time. So long, in fact, it was believed that they disbanded. But no, the siphon of the Angelus had been lost to them. Without it, they couldn't make good on their plan to shroud the world in darkness. Instead, they decided to burn the world with light, so they built this. When the darkness and Angelus re-emerged during World War II, the Brotherhood was waiting for them. Don't ask me how, because I sure as hell got no idea, but the Brotherhood defeated the Angelus, trapping her inside the prison. Okay? Where, according to legend, she remains today. But here's the thing, Jackie. I'm looking at this prism right now, and I'm not picking up a thing. No holy essence, no dark magic, nothing. The Angelus is not inside the prism. In fact, it never even touched it. If I can be honest, this scares the living fuck out of me. The Angelus has not been seen on our world in 70 years. We thought it was because she was trapped in this, but she's not, Jackie. She's still out there. Where the fuck is she? This is, well, it's a thumbscrew. I don't really know what else to tell you. I mean, this thing is definitely giving off dark energy. But again, we're talking about a device that was used to torture people by slowly crushing their fingers. I'd be scared if it wasn't giving off nasty vibes. What? You want more? Sure. Just give me a second. Okay, I got something. From what I can divine, this thing goes back like 400 years. It was used on a host who was imprisoned by the Brotherhood. Chances are that dark energy I'm picking up is a taint left by the darkness. Meaning this isn't just any thumbscrew, it's an evil thumbscrew, so it hurts more. Maybe. Oh, that's still not enough. Okay, fine. This is the infamous Black Thumb. In 1631, it single-handedly ripped and raped its way across the English countryside, leaving behind a trail of bloody bastards and broken dreams. Never has the world seen such carnage. Pray it never will again. Yes, I am being sarcastic. No, I don't want you to kill me. Okay, I'll shut up now. You can't tell by looking at it, but this simple strip of iron is one of the worst torture devices ever devised. It's one of the 12 infamous purification rituals used by the Brotherhood the first time they ever tried to steal the darkness. The Brotherhood simply referred to it as the Fourth, but over time it earned the name the Silent Night. It's easy to see why. Long time ago, the Brotherhood stole a darkness host at birth. They then raised him as one of their own, only to torture and kill him in an attempt to force the darkness out. This strip was forced into that unfortunate host's mouth, keeping it open. It was then wrapped around his jaw, leaving a slit where his tongue was inserted. The gag was then slowly tightened. The first thing it did was slice off the host's tongue. But then the gag was tightened further, and it completely shattered and dislocated his jaw. You think that's horrible? Keep in mind, the host had yet to manifest the darkness. He didn't know what he was. The Brotherhood had raised him since birth to believe he was one of their own. Imagine, the only family you've ever known, subjecting you to the most painful, degrading acts they can imagine, and they don't even tell you why. I don't want to sound like I'm going soft, but it seems to me like that'd be the worst torture of all. Anyway, the darkness manifested right as the host's jaw snapped. They say it killed every person within a league of the Brotherhood's monastery that day. Then, the host vanished, never to be seen again. Hell, we don't even know his name. Wow, okay, shit, where do I start? What you got here is the first. As you can guess by its name, this thing goes way back, like way back to the beginning. You're a good Catholic boy, so I know you remember the story of Cain and Abel, how Abel was like, oh, God loves me, and Cain was like, jealousy, wham, and killed him. But that's right, you're the new proud owner of murder stick number 1, so congrats, I guess. Now, the story goes that God was so pissed that he marked Cain, set him walking the earth forever, unable to die, but that's only half true. See, Cain brought murder into our world, back in when it was, still new and teeming with free-range evil. This made him a target for certain dark influences, if you catch my emphasis. Even if Cain was a brother-murdering jackass, God wasn't gonna let the darkness run a train on him, so he made Cain unkillable. As you know, the darkness deals in death. If Cain couldn't die, the darkness couldn't take him. Not a bad move on God's part. But God doesn't just hand out free prizes, especially for murdering your brother. So he set Cain to a task, cleaning up all that leftover darkness from before creation. Unfortunately for Cain, unkillable did not mean immortal, but that's a different story altogether. Jackie, let me introduce you to Enoch, great-great-great-great-grandson of Adam, great-grandfather to Noah, and the only guy who knows how many angels can dance on the head of a pin. I'm sure he'd say hi, but as you can see, he's dead. Enoch's a special guy. If not for him, we'd only know a teeny-tiny little smidgen of what we do about heaven, hell, and all those weebly-wobbly bits in between. How do you learn all this stuff? Well, if you read the Bible, it says that Enoch walked with God. What does that mean? Fuck if I know! I don't know, the Bible doesn't say, it just says, poof, no more Enoch. Next verse. This is why I don't read the Bible. I do, however, read the secret histories. And it's there that we learn Enoch actually ascended to heaven, where he apparently took some night classes, because the next time we see him, he's back on Earth, busy being the world's foremost expert on all things occult and supernatural. Do you know how many other people have been invited to heaven just for a visit? 0! Seriously, they loved him up there. So much, in fact, that upon his death, a heavenly host descended from the clouds simply to inscribe his skull with the language of angels. That's the markings you see. No one has ever been able to decipher them. But when the skull is placed in absolute darkness, the markings emit a faint singing noise, which is kind of a cool thing. Okay. Jeez. First off, holy shit. Second, do you know what these are? These are Af and Hema. That ring any bells? No? Okay. Well, then let me put it this way. There are 6 angels of death. You are currently holding 2 of them. Yeah. Okay. Their names are Af and Hema. Roughly, they translate to wrath and anger. It was on the 7th level of heaven that God bound Af and Hema with chains of fire and shadow, which was no small feat, mind you. These weren't your run-of-the-mill chubby cherubs. You know, the Af and Hema were roughly the size of a large volcano and packed 10 times the firepower. All right. Then again, God being God, you know, I guess it wasn't really a fair fight. But whatever. I'm getting off topic. Okay. As the story goes, the Angelus asked God for a weapon to aid her war against the darkness. God was in a giving mood that day, so he reforged Af and Hema into the flames of creation, all right? Tempering them down into blades. These blades, these right here. Now, some say the angels are still alive within the blades, and I tend to agree. Try all you like, but you can't separate them. No. Try taking only one of them out of this room. It might slip out of your hand, or you might just drop dead of a stroke. Now, you never know, but they will not be parted. We're talking peanut butter and jelly, ham and cheese level of commitment here, man. Somewhere, somehow, Af and Hema are still bound by the chains of fire and shadow. The Crescent of the Sun, considered by many to be the greatest mystery and biggest letdown of the past millennium. You know, if you don't count Rocky V. The Crescent was wielded by the Angelus approximately 800 years ago for half an hour. She claimed it was forged from a single drop of the sun's flame, that it would bring about the final end of the darkness. What she forgot to mention, however, is how the Crescent would do this, which is important because she never got a chance to use it. Carrying it into battle against the darkness, she was immediately disemboweled. A bit anticlimactic for sure, but it only gets worse. A few years later, the Crescent was rediscovered by a holy warrior. Once again, the blade was wielded against the darkness. This time, it even managed to get a few good swings. But you know what? The blade passed through the darkness, like a knife through water. Later, after monks recovered the Crescent from the warrior's corpse, it was tested against multiple targets. Turns out the blade passes through all matter. People, stone, trees, kittens, just whoosh, goes right through. No harm, no foul. Could be only the Angelus can wield the Crescent, but if so, why has she never tried to reclaim it? Personally, I think the Angelus talked a big game. It was just as surprised as everyone else when the Crescent turned out to be worthless, which begs the question, where did the Crescent come from? I got no idea, but I hope she kept the receipt. Okay, I'm looking at this and what I'm seeing is the Chime of Deliverance. But, and mind you, this is a small but, all records of the Chime say it was destroyed along with Solomon's Temple back in 586 BC. That said, records have been wrong in the past, so who knows? Maybe it's the real thing. The Chime first dates back to the 40-year war, that period of time when Moses and the Israelites fought the darkness in the wilderness. The Chime wasn't designed to be a weapon. Instead, it was an instrument of safe passage. According to the secret histories, the Chime was carried ahead of Moses' army and struck every 153 steps. Now, any army in history would tell you that ringing a bell non-stop is a bad idea. That's how your enemy finds you. Thing is, the darkness is no ordinary enemy, and the Chime is no ordinary bell. You're in the mob. The mob is Italian. Italians like opera, right? Well, you know how an opera singer can shatter glass by singing a certain note? Well, the Chime of Deliverance does the same thing, except instead of glass, it shatters darkness. The exact pitch has never been identified, but when struck, the Chime emits a sound that can physically push back the night. Now, if you want, we can test the Chime's authenticity. We just gotta hit it, you know, make it sing. And this is a much larger butt. A butt of epic proportions, really. It might disintegrate you. Just saying. Think back to your high school history class. Wait, did you even go to high school? You know what, forget it. I don't want to argue, nor do I want you to punch me in the face. So I'll just catch you up to speed on some stuff I'm sure you already know. The lost colony of Roanoke was a British colony off the coast of what we now call North Carolina. As the name implies, it disappeared, okay? The colony, not the island. 115 people just whoosh, gone, okay? Goodbye. To this day, no one knows what happened to them. Well, no one except for me and every other supernatural junkie on the planet. See, the darkness was first carried to North America by one of the colonists, and where the darkness goes, its enemies follow. One of those enemies, the Angelus, came to a nearby tribe of Croatoan natives. Influenced by the Angelus, a Croatoan maid slipped into the colony under cloak of night and massacred the colonists in their sleep. This is the weapon she used, Roanoke's Bane. But the Angelus had been mistaken. The darkness was not in Roanoke, as it was being carried by the colony's leader, John White. John was back in England, procuring more supplies. When he returned to find Roanoke deserted, the darkness knew the Angelus had been there. Unfortunately for the Croatoans, the Angelus had already moved on. They were defenseless when the darkness fell upon them, much like the colonists had been. Fair's fair, I suppose. Ew. Oh, you feel that? This thing's hidden an 11 out of 10 on my creepy meter. Just being near it, it feels like I got worms under my skin. Worms that are creeped out as I am because they got worms under their skin. Am I painting a clear enough picture? You may look at this and see an iron mask. Just a common torture device used to humiliate someone. It didn't cause any physical pain. It was just a symbol. If a person was dirty, their mask looked like a pig. If they fucked around, it looked like something that fucked around. I don't know, a rabbit. Okay, now if you look closely at this mask, you'll see it kind of looks like a demon. Makes sense since it was worn by a former darkness host. Maybe you heard of him? Vlad the Impaler, better known as Dracula. Not many people can claim they were the source material for a famous monster. In fact, I only know of two. This guy and Helen Keller. What you don't realize is, this mask isn't creepy because Vlad wore it. It's creepy because he wore it voluntarily. He wanted everyone to know exactly who was coming to impale them on a giant fucking spike. And, just to add insult to an insanely painful mortal injury, do you know what he named his mask? The Mark of Cain. As if to say, that's right bitches, I'm unkillable. This might be the most fashionable fuck you in the history of man. You know, this isn't the first time the Brotherhood has tried to take the darkness. Yeah, things look bleak right now, but believe it or not, they've done worse. A lot worse. It was a long time ago. So far back, no one knew the Brotherhood even existed. They'd been around, but necessity required they keep a low profile. See, they were watching the darkness, studying it, learning what made it tick. They already knew enough not to fuck with the darkness. So if they were gonna move against it, they needed to be totally confident in their knowledge. I have to give them credit. The Brotherhood knew what they were doing. They accurately predicted who the next host would be. Swapping children at birth, they raised the host as one of their own. Then, when he came of age, they chained him to a table and tortured him to death. This is the Blinding Sun. One of these was inserted into each of his eye sockets, gouging out each eye in the process. Each device was then slowly expanded until it shattered his forehead and cheekbones. This was the first of 12 tortures. The darkness didn't manifest itself until the 4th. That means it took 2 more of these unspeakable acts before the Brotherhood could be certain they had the right guy. That doubt didn't even slow them down. These are bad people, Jackie, and they have it in them to be a whole lot worse. Oh, wow. You seriously have a copy of the True Revelation? I'm impressed, Jackie. Didn't peg you as the reading type. To call this book rare would be laughable. Magic swords, true love, steak. These things are rare. The True Revelation is one of a kind. I'm not exaggerating. Every copy is completely different. See, the True Revelation is actually the Revelation of John, the Bible's explosive summer blockbustering finale. There are 3 schools of thought about the Revelation. The first believes it is a literal prophecy. This is retarded. The second believes it's a metaphor for Roman persecution. Plausible, but boring. The third believes it is a code that, once deciphered, will reveal the true revelation. People who believe this tend to be insane, but also extremely fun at parties. Now, everyone deciphers the revelation differently, which is why each copy is entirely unique. Just flipping through this one, it appears to have been deciphered by the Brotherhood. In fact, it predicts the Brotherhood's descent into Crazy Town. That means this is a relatively true revelation. See, we can prove the Brotherhood went crazy, but we can't prove what the revelation predicted. Chances are the man who wrote this copy only saw what he wanted to see inside the revelation. Or he was insane and just poured his depravity onto the page. Like they say, write what you know. Either way, this translation has probably guided the Brotherhood's actions for at least a century. Kinda like the normal Bible still does today, Almost makes you wonder who's crazier. What's a good word, Jackie?
How you holding up, Jackie?
Jackie, you're gonna want to hear this. That Swifty prick was right. The assholes who hit us are hiding out at the Brimstone.
What did you geniuses find out?
It was Eddie who ordered it. I was otherwise engaged at the time.
He was busy snorting coke off a hooker's ass.
Never could multitask.
Well, these two chuckleheads are getting their dicks spit polished. One of the whores starts running her mouth about the new owners.
I had this girl, Camille. She says the place got bought up last month. The new guys took over the top floor.
Yeah, but that ain't the best part. Camille says she's seen some weird guy with a limp go in and out of the place. Says he looks like Nosferatu on crack.
Who the fuck is Nosferatu?
Your grandmother.
No idea if this whack job and his crew are still there. But it might be worth checking out.
All right, enough talking. I'm headed down there.
Whatever you say, Jackie. I think Vinny has a friend who works there. Might want to ask him about her. Hey, Jackie, you fuck up.
How you holding up, Jackie?
Hey, Jack. So, Jimmy told me about the Brimstone Club. Sounds like a real dumpster.
You, got a hookup over there?
Well, you mean me? Well, I mean, I'd never go to a cesspool like that, but I got a friend who goes there sometimes, who, you know, when it's late at night, when other places are closed. I know a girl there named Venus. Sure she can help you out. She's a real handful. Two of them, actually. The new owners are real pissy about the door. They don't let nobody bring a gun in. That's fine, though, because you probably want to learn as much as you can before you know, do your thing and scare the living shit out of them.
Damn right.
Okay, then. You ready to get some fucking answers?
Take me to this shithole, Vinny.
I thought you'd never ask. Let's go.
Jackie, wait!
What? What's the matter?
This envelope. Where did you say you got it again?
Off some dead guy that was paid to kill me.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Something wrong, Johnny?
Nothing. Couldn't be them. Because that'd be really bad. I gotta do some more research. Good luck in your killing spree.
Me and the boys will take him to the zoo while you're gone. Retards like the zoo.
Let's go, Vinny.
Attaboy, Jackie. What do you say we go tweak some nipples and see what happens, huh?
I remember this one time, when it was summer, hot as balls. Jenny and me were on the stoop with a couple of cones trying to cool off. And here comes this fucking kid. You know the type. Asshole all the way. He shoves me over and takes a seat between the two of us. Jenny takes one look at him, dumped her cone right in his lap. That's when he pushed her. So I did what I had to do. I curbed the little fuck. Figured a few months eating through a straw would teach him how to talk to a lady. Jenny didn't talk to me for a week.